Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I'm Miss Kelly, Travel Spiritually, and I help people awaken to the awareness around them. Today I came on here to tell you my story on why I stopped smoking marijuana. Maybe it resonates with you, or maybe it doesn't. Or maybe telling my story can help you figure out is marijuana working for you, or maybe you're trying to quit and you really don't know if you really should. So I just want to put my story out there. I want to start by saying I smoked marijuana for like 14 years. It helped me basically what I learned escape this reality. Any emotions, baggage, anything that I was carrying, I was able to just push that shit aside and laugh it off and focus on myself. And it was also like a social drug that allowed me to be around so many different people that smoked. If you didn't smoke, I really didn't hang with you. You know, it's just what I did. And I smoked starting out maybe 2 to 3 blunts a day, and up in the future, I began smoking maybe 8 to 10 blunts a day. And it's just something I always did. Everywhere I went, I had Mary Jane. I smoked it as soon as I woke up in the morning. I smoked to pay bills. I smoked before I ate. I smoked before I cleaned up. I smoked before I went to church back then. I smoked before I did everything. It was a part of my life, and it's a part of what I did. I never really went without it. Once I began to try her, I began to love her because it helped me in so many areas, and it also helped me find my personality and just be more relaxed and not so tense and all over the place. And also, I have ADHD, so it allowed me to calm down a bit and, and kind of focus on what I was doing and what I had going on in my life. So it was something I really loved. I never even imagined stopping this smoking marijuana. I loved it. Nobody couldn't tell me nothing about marijuana. I loved what I did. Smoking her, I loved it, and that was just that. And I wasn't trying to hear quitting. I wasn't trying to hear none of that. I was make sure I was good, whatever job I was on. I make sure I had synthetic P with me, whatever it was, to make sure that they popped the drug screen, I was going to pass. I was always on my P's and Q's with it. So no, I never seen anything wrong with it because it helped me in so many levels, in so many areas of life. It really helped me out. So I loved it. Well, years went by, and I began to have a spiritual awakening. And when I began to have this spiritual awakening, like the same as everything else that I had to release out of my life, it started with meditation. So I was meditating, and I realized once again that there was a blockage. And I wasn't trying to hear that blockage. Real talk, I ain't even gonna lie to you. When it showed me that I had to quit marijuana, I wasn't trying to hear that. I pushed that to the side. I ain't never even heard nobody say nothing like that. I ain't felt that. And the more I would push it away to the side, the more kind of guilt that would come up. But I pushed that away too because I loved marijuana. I was like, Bob Marley smoked it. He was peaceful. It was just a peaceful thing to do. When you smoked it, to me, it was more peaceful. And I thought that, hey, with spirituality, Mary Jane came with it. I didn't think I'd ever have to give her up. No, not at all. So I ignored the fact that I was getting that blockage. That was just one thing that I wasn't trying to hear. So, that was a part of me in my heart that was a big part of me in my heart that really wanted to serve my highest purpose here. So I knew that I had to at least get a little information over why I am receiving this blockage in meditation, and why maybe do I have to quit marijuana when she changed my life. She helped me become who I was and led me to where I was at that point in life, and I just didn't get it. So I began to search it on YouTube, and I watched a few videos over what marijuana can do to your ascension. And I also learned how and where she vibrated at, and what the new energy was going to be here on earth this time. Mary Jane, marijuana, she vibrates in 4th dimension, and she helped me escape the 3rd dimension to get to the 4th dimension. But there was a new energy here, which is 5D. And I wanted to get there, but I wasn't willing to cut off Mary Jane, marijuana. I didn't want to cut her off to get there. So I was really confused. No matter how many videos I watched, no matter what the truth was, no matter what I felt in my heart, I was brushing it to the side because I really wasn't trying to hear that. Because like I said, I felt like that Mary Jane was part of spirituality. She is a plant, and she is a part of nature. And she kept me peaceful and calm and happy. So I really wasn't trying to hear none of that. So I kept pressing it off. Weeks went by. I watched a couple more videos. Weeks went by. I kept pressing it off, even though I began to actually realize why I really need to quit and why I should. I still wasn't trying to hear it. So one day came, and as usual, I spent $50 and got a lot of Reggie. Mary Jane. And I rolled up. I was home by myself, and I rolled up, and I hit the blunt, right? And all of a sudden, now mind you, I smoked for 14 years. Never did I once feel this dang paranoid. I began to feel so paranoid. I started looking out all the windows in the house. I felt like the police was coming, like they was gonna kick my door in. I felt like the landlords was gonna come in and knock on the door out the blue and catch me smoking. Like all these weird paranoias started coming up, and I'm like, huh? What the heck is this, bro? I've never been paranoid, you know? This is crazy. Remind you, I had been pushing this off almost a month, and I wasn't trying to quit. In meditation, yes, that blockage was still there, but I wasn't even really just tripping. I was just going to find a way to try to keep her there. So I put the blunt out, right? And then I waited till my high went away, and I realized I wasn't paranoid. And I'm like, what's going on? This is crazy. And I'm like, maybe that was just a little episode. You feel me? So I lit it back up and I smoked it again, and it came back. That same paranoia. It came back. It would not go away. Like it was like I could not deal with being that paranoid. Like I felt so out of place, so out of balance, so weird that I was like, so if I'm gonna be feeling like this while smoking her, this is not what I'm trying to do at all. You know what I'm saying? I can't feel like this. And I kept smoking, the more paranoid I began to feel. And I mind you, I am alone by myself. Then I started noticing thoughts coming in my head. I started noticing very negative thoughts coming in my head, all type of crazy shit coming through my mind. You know, like even stuff about oh, you're going to go to jail. And I would just actually see these types of things happening to me. Just all negativity just coming into my mind. I'm like, it kind of like really, it started to give me fear. And I was like, oh my God. So I finished that blunt and I ain't smoking no more. And I let the high go away again. And I realized nothing. I feel calm again. I'm like, oh my God. So this is what's happening because I pushed it aside for so many weeks, like a month already. And I knew the truth and I felt it in my heart, but I wasn't trying to, do that. I loved Mary Jane. I wasn't trying to quit. But it took this to happen to me for me to realize that I got to get this up because now that I'm waking up, it's either feeling paranoid, having fear and negative thoughts, or smoking marijuana. It's like, where do you want to go with your life? I asked myself, what is it that you want to do? And I'm like, I want to serve my highest purpose here, but I got to let go of marijuana because I can't keep feeling like this. So I was like, I'm going to try this one more time. I lit the blunt up. Y'all same shit. It seemed like every time I hit it, it happened again. This all happened in one day, literally. After that day, when my fiance came home, I told him, you know what? He was about to roll up. I was like, I can't smoke no more, bro. I was like, I can't do it. I started telling him my story. I said, you could do what you want to do, but I can't do it no more. I was like, I can't feel like that. And I was actually pretty depressed and pretty sad the fact that I learned I had to cut marijuana out of my life. It was a very sad, depressing moment for me. And it was a tough journey moving along forward without her being there, after her being there so long. And I had to really learn more about who I was and create the personality of who I truly am from within and create a new life without her. I remind you, I had her there with everything that I did. Every single thing, every moment. I cooked with her. I did everything with marijuana, and to have to cut her out was very depressing for me. It was sad for a while. And then not only that, the withdrawals, the sweats, hot and cold sweats at night, the mood swings, all the above. Just having to relive again because I had actually been addicted to this and not realizing it because I love this so much. It was something I did not think was bad. I had to go through all that. And once I got through it, it was actually not that bad. And after getting through it, you know what I'm saying? But it was a while that it took a while before the thoughts of, oh, you want to smoke? Oh, I see cigars in the store and I want it again. Or I see someone smoking or whatever. I can notice somebody's high. I'm like, man, oh, it's boring. It's like all these things. It took a long while before those thoughts actually erased and I realized that I did not need her in my life anymore, that I was better off without her because I'm ascending to the 5D. I'm ascending to 5D and she vibrates at 4D and this is where I really want to be because I felt more unconditional love in 5D as I realized my energy there, my vibration there. So it was more where I wanted to be, and it's all about what you want to do here on this earth and how do you want to serve your purpose? Do you want to serve your highest purpose or are you just comfortable with where you are? And this is like my story and what I had to do. And it was very, very tough. So I began looking around also on YouTube again to find where could I need some help with kind of getting rid of her forever, because she was stuck to my energy field, and that's why I kept feeling all these thoughts of wanting her, because we've been together for so long and we had to separate. So I had to get her off of my energy field. So I began looking around and I found Melanie Beckler, I believe, Ask Angels, and I seen she had a prayer to help you cut the cords from your energy field, which was exactly what I needed. So I seen what she said and how to do it. And I want to share that with you guys today on what she told me to do. What I watched that it said to do and how to do it. Well, first, I put myself in a state of being, in a happy state of being, as what makes me truly happy. And I would feel it in my heart, and then I believed it before I spit the words out of my mouth. So once I got in that state of being and I felt it, and I began feeling happy, and I began trusting and believing, then I began to say, Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael, please cut the cords to marijuana and release it from my energy field. And I said this every day until I realized that those thoughts actually went away and helped me, because I felt it in my heart and I believed it. And this is something that I really wanted out of my life forever. And when I actually did that, I just moved on with life and began creating my new life from within, and learning more about who I am without her being there. And I've never been so happier, plus saved so much money. Actually bought a new car months down the line, because I wasn't spending out on this anymore, but it worked in my favor in the end. It was very tough and it was very hard, so I really wanted to share that with you guys. So if you're having any trouble with quitting marijuana in your life, try that prayer, believe it in your heart, and feel it. And it will work for you. It absolutely worked for me. And to this day, I never want marijuana again, because she no longer serves me. You see, what we don't understand, that marijuana is a plant. So she's part of Mother Earth, Mother Nature. So she connects to our energy field. She locks onto us. That's why it's a highly addictive drug. And the THC that's in marijuana causes psychosis. But like I said, it never caused psychosis for me until I started waking up. And I wanted to share that with you guys. So if you're having that trouble, try that prayer, feel it in your heart and believe it, and say it as much as you have to say it every day until it happens for you, until it releases from your energy field. You'll be able to feel the difference. She will no longer, you won't have no more marijuana thoughts. So I hope you guys enjoyed that story I shared with you guys, because I really enjoyed telling you. It was something I've been wanting to say, and now it was time for me to go ahead and say it. I hope you all are taking care of yourselves and doing well. I love you guys. If you have not liked, press that like button. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel, because I am making my videos at flow state. I have no idea when I'm going to come on here and make them. I am just going with the flow with my higher self. And like I said, I'm being guided to tell you guys these things, and I'm doing this for myself, and I'm doing this for you guys, because it is my passion to speak with you guys and tell you things that I experienced in my life, and just give you educational, spiritual videos as well to help you along your way. But at the end of the day, I cannot help anyone who does not want to help themselves. So if you're someone who doesn't want to help yourself, and you feel that my videos aren't for you, that's fine. I still love you guys as well. But I can only help and guide those who want this guidance. You know what I'm saying? So I love you guys. Don't forget to subscribe and like. And I'll come back to see you soon. Miss Kelli Travel Spiritually is checking out.